Hey guys, Greg Everett, Catalyst Athletics here. Once again, number 11. I'm going to have to start making up some ridiculous exercises so I have something new to talk about. Because right now these guys do a lot of snatch, clean, squat. Let's see here. We got Danielle, 53 kilo lifter, clean double, 65. She's super explosive, pretty damn strong. With her cleans though, she tends to not bring her weight back when she separates from the floor, so a lot of times that bar will move straight up. And if a bar moves straight up off the floor, that means you're forward. It's pulling you forward the whole time. So when she controls it off the floor better, her cleans are really good. When she lets it move straight up, pull her forward, then she gets kind of crushed in the bottom and struggles a bit. Thankfully, she has a really good jerk, so she'll pretty much jerk anything she stands up with. Now there was some clean pulls. One of the things I started working on her with was moving the bar faster in that first pull from the ground to about mid-thigh. So that was a good one for Danielle. But Heather tends to move really slowly off the floor. She almost slows down as she reaches mid-thigh. And I asked her why she did that, if it was something she did intentionally. And she said, yeah, she was just trying to get into a better position. But, you know, she's been lifting for 400 years, so I think she's going to hit that position fine, but she needs to get that bar moving. The analogy I usually make for people who are having trouble understanding the point is that it's a lot easier to accelerate a car to 80 if you're already going 60 than it is if you're just going 20, right? So if you already have some speed on there, within, you know, to a certain point, it's easier to accelerate it more. If it's going way too fast, let's say you have, you know, your best snatch is 100 kilos and you have 30 kilos on the bar. You can make it go too fast where you'll blow right past that good explosion position at that kind of mid to upper thigh. So it is possible to go too fast, but not really if you're lifting real weights. If you're just doing warm-up weights, yeah, you got to control it a little bit. But I believe this is just pulls now. She's got straps on. So she moves it back a little better when she does pulls versus cleans itself. Probably because she's not worried about getting under the bar, so she's a little more focused on that. Plus it's heavier and she has to. There's Jess, 48 kilo lifter, 75 kilos, clean deadlifts. I think this week or this couple weeks I was making her go from a static start position. She's got this weird dynamic start, and like a lot of people who start employing a dynamic start prematurely, she's just kind of all over the place coming off the floor. So I really wanted her to make sure she felt that position and that balance, and also was able to set her back arch a little better, because sometimes she's a little soft off the floor. And Zach looks like 150 kilos. He had a kind of a back issue going on for a while, so his squats are nice and slow and controlled because he's still a little gun shy, and so you'll see him probably in more of these videos just nice and slow into the bottom, sometimes doing pause squats, or sometimes just a little more cautiously changing directions in the bottom rather than getting a more natural bounce tempo.
Arch tight, abs tight.
Jess again, 75 kilos. You guys were doing fives, I think. Still a little soft in the back. I guess it's hard to see from here, but she definitely can get a better back arch. She does need a little more back strength, but at some point, you know, you have to say, like, well, it's not going to be perfect, but we're getting other benefits out of this exercise. And if you always limit your training to what you can do with absolutely perfect technique, then you're probably going to not get very far. Eventually you have to kind of push past that threshold while you keep moving that technique up. Here's Steve, looks like 215.
Go, come on.
A little grind there through the middle, but not too bad. I've seen him take about twice that long on a squat before and still make it. Danielle again with some more clean pulls. So that one didn't move back as well. Let's see if she does it on this one. You can see that bar go straight up. Yeah, it's still a little straight up, so she's getting pulled forward a little bit as that bar passes her knees. Body's kind of moving towards the bar instead of having that bar move back towards her body. And it's a really subtle difference. It can be hard to see until you see the consequence of it, which is someone, diving their chest forward to meet the bar and getting crushed. I was about to say that was a really slow first pull, but she's doing deadlifts now, not pulls. I think I was probably in the background right now yelling at her to go faster. Zach again, looks like 150. My eyesight is terrible, and I'm looking at this on a pretty small screen. So yeah, nice and controlled. He actually, that's 150 kilos. He just snatched balanced that last night. He's an 85 kilo lifter, so that was pretty impressive. It came out of nowhere. You get like a 13 kilo PR on that last night. So Alyssa here, 63 kilo lifter. That's 80 kilos, front squats. Just going to come around here and do a couple box jumps.
Yeah.
I use that periodically, do box jumps right after a set of front squats. I think I can't remember if I talked about that or not in a previous commentary video, but I may or may not have. But anyway, the idea, in my mind at least, is that you basically are forcing the athlete to be explosive while the legs are still fatigued. So theoretically, that should force the body to recruit some more motor units, which should, again, theoretically, make you more explosive and improve your rate of force development and all that good stuff for lifting weights quickly. There's Jess, 65 kilos, front squats. She was probably jumping after this. The thing with box jumps too is, and I don't even remember now what I just watched Alyssa do. She was probably swinging her arms a little bit, but I actually prefer to have people kind of hold their arms right in front of themselves so they can't swing the arms a lot, and that really forces the jump to originate from the legs rather than having a big contribution of the arms swinging to help the person up. So you're not standing up from a squat by swinging your arms. You're not snatching or clean and jerking by swinging your arms. So if you can really confine that explosive movement to actually pushing through the floor, I think it's going to contribute a lot more to your lifting, even if you can't jump onto as high of a box. All right, we'll see you guys next week on number 12. I'll see if I can put this one out on the right day this time.